say this isn't technically scary in any way. I just scream out of panic. Yeah, you have to just believe me on this.
Okay, this is a Shiva thingy! What is happening? Okay, let me hear. Ew! Someone! I don't know!
Whoa. Hi again then. Mosey here. Ever wondered what went on and how we actually found out the game? Not gonna lie, I wasn't really aware of the game, not until my friends suggested it to me. And oh boy, I did not regret trying it. These are just my first impressions, so hope you guys don't really put this to heart. 33 Immortals is a co-op roguelike game by Thunder Lotus Games that is currently released as an early access on Epic Games Store and Microsoft Game Pass for PC and Xbox last March 18, 2025. This is definitely a game you have to try out with friends. Well, if you do have friends. And I'm here to show you guys why. Not sure why they didn't put this on Steam yet though. But please, Thunder Lotus, if you ever see this, a lot of my friends would probably be inclined to play with me if you release it on Steam. Man, this would be such a good stream game though. For me, because I am technically a streamer. Hehe, go follow my socials. The premise of the game is you basically want to fight your way through Dante's Inferno story, which is a really cool concept. Imagine fighting Lucifer, Adam and Eve. Currently, you can team up with a party of 4, enter a world with a whole group of 33, survive a bunch of hordes, join a bunch of torture chambers, choose stuff to upgrade on like health, attack, or your co-op skills, which is pretty neat, pick up some items to buff your gears, and reroll them if you don't like it. Do some raid mechanics, and face the wrath of God in the ultimate fight for your eternal life as a damn soul. Yes, I just read that from the game description. I would say that this is a game that is mixed between Hades and Rabbit and Steel.
Oh shit, that was me, my bad. Oh shit, I'm sorry, good sir! I didn't mean to do that, honestly,
If you guys know that, so if you and your friends are thinking of a new game to actually grab your hands onto, a raid something like this would be super cool to actually spend your time on and make memories together.
Objection! Bro, I need to resurrect 3 players. Fuck. Guys, can you like kill yourself? Just like
What the fuck? Whoa!
I need to resurrect. Well, how do you pronounce that? Isn't it called Veed? There's literally a puddle. What do you want from me, bruh?
Gameplay-wise, the game is actually pretty addicting. Currently, you have 4 classes to choose from, which is a tank that has a greatsword where you deal big boy heavy damage and can basically parry attacks. A dagger boy, which is fast and fun with some really cool gap close skill. A mage boy, which can stun and like throw balls. And a bow, which is a kiter, which is the actual class that I actually spent my time on a lot. Yeah, I'm getting very skill checked on my first try because
I am trying to stay alive. I promise I will not die. I'm saving my shit on the fucking last boss!
yeah. Overall, the kits are pretty straightforward and easy to use, and each one of these classes have a co-op skill that they can use against the horde or against a big boy boss too. Mechanic of the game on how to progress is really fun too. Basically, in order to ascend or technically go to the final boss, you have to do objectives, which is to clear torture chambers. For the first world that I've tried on, you need to clear 12. Well, torture chambers are basically dungeons. And by clearing it, you'll get a lot of loot and lots of items too. I just wondered what will happen if other people don't really go to the torture chambers or dungeons. Because the dungeons are limited to only 6 people. But still, the open world do have a lot of urns where you can destroy to get loot, some world bosses suddenly popping out of nowhere and can actually drop some item loots and some treasure chests. But obviously, you need to actually just clear the area first, just so they won't get annoying, you know, when you try to open some treasure chests. Not to mention that fucking annoying whatever the frick-frack apocalyptic mechanic there is every few minutes or so. I always die there, I swear. maps are overall cool too, and I really love the design of the mobs and the bosses. You'd love to see a three-headed skull dude as Lucifer, right? Once done with the objectives, you can now try to defeat the final boss of that world. And this may actually take to 30 minutes to an hour, or more than that, depending how fast people in that world is progressing. Boss mechanics really do make me remember my FF14 raids, and I am a bit biased on that part, so I do wonder if they will add more instances before ascending to the final boss, like having more side raid bosses that's not limited to just 6 people. Bruh. And did I ever told you guys how good the music is? While you enter the world pretty much naked with no items, you can actually upgrade your overall character using these feats. Feature, which includes a bunch of challenges you can do to actually make your character have more chances to survive. Overall, it's not that grindy. You just have to use all the classes to be able to level up your feats fast, which I technically didn't do because I was having fun.
Left alone, I see.
But I'll upgrade it, I promise. Customization so far looks neat. Look, you can actually bring your pets. If that's not 10 over 10 in my book, I don't know how else am I gonna be fighting demons in hell without my adorable pet. Yeah, you unlock these customizations by playing the game too. Overall, the game is currently on early access, so this is pretty hopeful for us gamers. My first time seeing a roguelike game that takes a different approach, and I'm really hopeful and very excited of what the developers plan on the game, such as having private lobbies. Although, imagine having 33 friends, having more worlds, and having more bosses. And probably give us a story progression lore, once again for people who may have forgotten what Dante's Inferno is all about. You know, not saying it's me, but granted, this is also a fun game while doing it solo. This is definitely a fun game you can play with your gaming friends. And I am definitely playing it again. I do hope we find more of these cool hidden multiplayer gem of a game, so I can review them too, along with my friends. Thanks for watching, guys. I do hope you play this game as well. This is very underrated, by the way.
Okay,
I'm gonna
can you
run.
guys heal? Thank you. Never mind! What is this bullshit? Bitch, I hate this so bad! Bro, my aim is so nice, man, I swear.
It's really a cool game to stream, as long as we have private lobbies. So please.
Isn't it called Feet?